my god, guys, so it is the last 7 on Sunday for 2020. The year gone is my first question, but also how exciting is it? Like, we have done 7 on Sunday for nearly 8 months. Like, I'm still like beyond shocked about that, and soon enough it's gonna be like a year, and it's like, where'd the year go? Where'd the year go? Like, obviously we've had some bad shit happening in the world this year, but honestly having 7 on Sunday this whole time, it's just like beyond something. But I'm really so thankful that Grace over at G-Swizzel decided to do this, and she will obviously be linked down below like I link her every single week, because if you aren't subscribed to her, I don't know what you're doing, because you need to go and join the fun and just enjoy watching her. And also the Goodreads, because it is a very exciting place to see where all the themes are going to come out, and then you can plan your videos like I try to. But I'm excited because today we're talking about releases that we missed out on. So I do have 7 books on my list, but there's probably more like 50, because I have anticipated releases, but most of the time I don't actually read them until like 40 years later. So these are ones that I definitely wanted to try and read in the year, but I didn't even make it, and 2 of them I don't even own yet. So I'm excited to get into the list, but it's kind of thrown a bit of shade at myself, but like, let's do this. So the first one I don't even own, but it is Kingdom of the Wicked by Kerri Maniscalco. Like, how have I not bought this book yet? Stalking Jack the Ripper is probably one of my favorite series out there, and I don't know how I haven't picked up her new book, and I've heard so many good things about this, and it's got devils and magic and all the things that speak to me and make me appreciate the books that I'm reading. And honestly, I do want to buy this, but again, price-wise, things are really difficult, and I know I complain about this all the time, but I'm never gonna stop because things are too expensive now. But I really want to buy this. I'm really excited, and it's also giving me the same vibes of like The Beautiful by Renee Ahdieh, so I feel like they'll both be like really similar reads. So hopefully if I read The Beautiful, it will tide me over, and then I will feel a bit better about that. But I am just sad that I haven't picked this up. Like, probably by the time I do pick it up, the second book will be out, and I'll be like, oh good, I'll be able to just carry on. Next book I'm really sad I didn't pick up was Of Curses and Kisses by Zendaya Menon. Like, you guys know how much I've mentioned this book this year because it's Beauty and the Beast. That is my shit. I'm shocked at myself that I wouldn't have picked up a book for my favorite fairy tale, and I'm pretty sure this came out in like February and I bought it straight away. So 10 months it's taken, and I still haven't picked it up. Honestly, new year, new me, it's gotta happen. Okay, the next one was probably no way possible for me to actually pick up, but I still need to mention Chain of Gold by Cassandra Clare, because I can't read this until I read Queen of Air and Darkness, but I also can't read Queen of Air and Darkness until I read Lady Midnight, and then Lord of Shadows, and then Ghost of the Shadow Market, then read Queen of Air and Darkness, and then read the Magnus book, and then read Chain of Gold. Like, there is too many massive books for me to read there. I felt accomplished for the fact that I managed to read City of Heavenly Fire this year, but I've still got a whole trilogy to read to get to this one, and there's 2 rereads in that. Why did I start this? I could have read these books earlier if I just didn't do a reread, but I like to make everything hard for myself. But everyone talks about how good this is, and Chain of Iron is coming out next year, and I just can't believe I got 4 unread Cassandra Clare books on my shelf. Like, what kind of fan am I? Next, I want to talk about Haven 4 by Sarah Holland. So she's the author that wrote Everless, which was one of my favorite books like a few years back, and then the second one was shit. Don't pick that book up. And I was keen because she's written a new book. I think it's going to be really interesting. It's about like doorways into different dimensions, and like one of the doorways is like really bad, so I'm like, stress, this sounds like it's going to be fun. But I'm just annoyed that I didn't pick this up. I thought I would. It's really small. So new year, hopefully I'll read this. Honestly hoping to read like all of these in 2021, but like not Chain of Gold, because I don't even know where I'm going to be at with that. But I just thought I would. And the cover's beautiful, and she's got like waterfalls coming out of her brain, so like, what am I doing? Next, I want to talk about The Vanishing Deep by Astrid Schulte. So another one. Four Dead Queens was one of my favorite books of last year, which I'm pretty sure it was last year, and I was so keen for her to write like this new book, and it's about like scuba diving or something. It's not scuba diving, but they go in the water to like look for treasure and stuff, and then like her sister died and she wants to bring it back or like something. It's been a long time. Like, I could read the synopsis, but no one got time for that, so I really just thought I would have read this, and I don't even know if there's going to be a second book for this because Four Dead Queens was a standalone, so this probably is a standalone as well. But I really enjoyed her writing, and I don't know why I haven't done it. Like, I'm just stressed at myself that I haven't read so many of these books. So Bookish and the Beast by Ashley Posden isn't that bad because I have bought this one the most recent, and I have read some of the books in that book haul where I bought all of my wishlist books, but I'm still annoyed because another Beauty and the Beast retelling, like all of this Beauty and the Beast content, and I'm the one that doesn't read it. Like, what is happening in my life right now. Like, it's stress. Like, I should have read this. This should be something that I'd be like, oh, this is on my list of favorites of the year. Like, I mean, I don't know if it would be, but still. What am I doing? Okay, and the last one is Instant Karma by Marissa Meyer, and this is also not that bad because this came out in December, so it's not like I had that much time to read it anyway, but I don't own it, and I actually did request it from Penn Macmillan, but they actually got rid of all of their copies before I asked, and I felt really bad. But also maybe they just don't want to send me anything because I'm so slack with reading, so like, I understand it. So I'm probably gonna buy this like next year at some point when I actually really want to read it, but as I've said before, I really want to try and not buy as many books, so try and get some of this stuff read. Like, these 5 that I own should be priority because like they're already here, they're in my hand, but Instant Karma is not. But I really want to read it. I think it sounds so good. So as I said, I've only got 5 books here because I haven't actually purchased the other 2, but they were on my anticipated reads list. Like, I'm mad at myself. Like, what am I doing? I really should have had these read, but it just didn't happen. But guys, this is it for 7 on Sunday. Like, we're not gonna have another one until the new year, and like, I don't even know what's gonna be coming for us in the new year. I know 2020's dramas are just not gonna stop the second 2021 happens, but we can hope for some good news in the new year. And I feel like this was such a chaotic video, but I was just really passionate about talking about these books. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!